You're gonna fuck my slutty little mouth.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another. I can't start like that. That sounds too like.
Hello, everybody.
That was like the CNN report.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Jim.
And I'm Bobby. Thank you for joining us.
We've got some news to report tonight.
Like the little news thing.
Oh, that was cute.
Ladies and gentlemen. No, hi everybody. Hi.
Bobby's back.
I'm back from Michigan. I'm gonna have a lot to say about it, so you better fucking stay put. Or whatever.
We got to start over.
I know we don't. We're fine.
Okay.
I love it. I love when we fuck up because it's always the best episodes.
Okay.
So anyway, hi. Call us if you'd like. 614-721-5336. That's 614-721-5336.
Can we show that?
Yeah. Tell our listeners what it is.
This picture.
So basically, it's a fat drag queen from Mississippi, and we'll get into it.
It says Rear Malls. Rio Malls.
Where are you? Oh yeah, that was Mid-Journey. They just do fake things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I typed in fat Mississippi GOP member drag queen. Like,
And
don't
it
worry.
looks exactly like that.
Yeah. Did you read that story yet? Oh, honey. Okay, we have a lot to get into. So yeah, make sure you call us.
614-721-5336.
That is, yeah. 614-721-5336. You didn't believe I knew
Your
it.
high ass.
Yeah.
Your eyes just
I've said
went.
it 6 times. I know the little,
Yeah.
the little like glossy like.
I looked and I was like, he needs tippy tapped. He's like,
Yeah, sometimes that does happen when I'm high. I'm like,
just a
you're like deadpan. You're like, and then you panic because then you're like, what was I saying? That's
know.
That's every time that when I do
like-
that, I can't stop talking. But the minute I stop, it'll be like, there's a hockey stick over there. What was I saying? And it's over. So I'm glad that we do a podcast where I get high and then I can't speak. So like, what's the fucking point? I'm not sure. So tell me, I want you to kind of like try to go into that. I don't know what that was about.
So people in my life know this, but my husband, Matthias, I keep a running list of quotes from Matthias, and he said one this past week that I just had to add. I don't remember the context, but it was something about people having surgeries. And Matt said, if I had a hysterectomy, would I have anything left?
Well,
and I don't think he knew what the hysterectomy
he
meant.
Doesn't have
a uterus.
Right. Now, speaking of, I almost said hysterectomies.
Well, that's how he said it too.
Hysterectomies. Can you bleed after one of those? Like out of your vagina?
I mean, no, not a lot. You shouldn't have like a period.
Got it.
Your uterus is gone.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you. There's some issues.
Shit.
2
That's
days.
for someone at work.
By the way, Monday, Tuesday, not in.
No, see this, she can't.
She's abusing.
Yeah, she's
but
abusing.
The good news is that she only has a day and a half left of vacation for the rest of the year. So, and that's a half a year. Like she has problems already. I mean, she's been out in July for 5 days in July.
She's fucked.
Yeah. So anyway,
she's got to go though. Like
now, back to this quote though. I think that's actually, I can just like totally picture him saying that too. Like out of nowhere. It probably had nothing to do with anything you were probably talking about either. It was probably like,
no, I don't even remember.
it was probably something so random. And
I just was sitting on the couch looking at him, and after he said it, I was like,
did he do his
what's
laugh
that?
too? His
yeah.
Yeah. He
and I was
loves
like,
it.
What? Do you want another quote?
I'm not actually a fan.
Let me just pull this up. Pull this up in my pussy.
You're posting up pussies. Is that what you're doing?
Okay.
Oh, you're not even lying. You have a legit list.
Yes.
Let's read like 4.
Okay. So another thing that he said about after we watched the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, and he meant this seriously. He called it This, That, Them, and Then. He's like, you know that movie, This, That, Then, and Them? And I was like, what's that?
Over Yonder and Through the Woods or whatever. Oh, that's funny. Do you write like, we were talking about this, or do you just write the quote and then you remember?
Okay, this was a story about a dance club that was in New Lexington.
Let me tell you, that sounds wonderful.
This story literally set the mood for the table. I was out with friends and he had never met like over half of them. So he went and he had a gummy because he has his medical card.
Right, because of his pain.
And he started telling stories and giggling, and he was talking about this club in New Lexington that was frequented by larger people.
So fat people.
So he's dying laughing, and he's like, and then my friend said, rattle,
cannot.
He's dying laughing him the whole table.
This is how I picture him with
and
every
one of my
these
friends
quotes.
is a bigger girl, and she was like sitting there, and I was like, "Is this hitting the right?" No, but they laughed.
Oh,
they
of
laughed,
course.
'cause it was
Of
a
course.
it was a
if you're
funny
fat
story.
and you don't laugh, that means
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You figure it out. If you're not going to laugh with them, they're just going to keep laughing at you. Ooh, that's a quote.
That's a good life quote.
That is actually a fucking. That was like a
Wow.
high moment right there. That
was.
I mean, I don't know where that came from.
And in some cases, like Bobby, we do keep laughing at him.
And it's true. It's true.
It's true.
We do need to talk about issue 1 that's happening soon.
Issue fucking 1.
I'm like really scared.
I know.
That thing you sent me, or the thing I read this morning that you had, did you send it to me or did I
Yes.
look at your story? I was like,
I sent you the
this
things
is
that passed by less than
horrifying.
60% that would not even be law if issue 1 weren't
Like,
in
we're
place.
talking like
Everything.
basic human rights here.
Like women having the right to do anything.
I think it was like
52%.
segregation of
like 57%.
cannot.
You're like, so basically none of this, we still have segregation in Ohio.
Like, it's crazy. Now, this is
issue
for our
1
Ohio listeners, and we're just going to speak to you for the next 3 minutes about this. But basically, issue 1 is what?
The gerrymandered representatives in the House of Ohio, the Republicans in the House who are in place forever because they've drawn the districts perfectly.
Mind you, the old Speaker of the House has just went to jail for 20 years for embezzlement. But no big
This
deal.
one, another one.
Another one hit his mom,
Yep.
hit his wife or whatever.
Threw her phone away. We have a wife beater as a GOP member in our Ohio House. So that's Ohio right here in a nutshell. They saw that Ohioans for reproductive freedom and physicians for reproductive, all these different groups are putting abortion rights on the ballot in November.
And marijuana.
Trying to. Well, that didn't pass. Actually, they didn't get enough signatures.
I thought they did.
I just heard that today.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So now
I thought-
Bobby's not voting.
Oh, hell no. Did it really not?
They,
Oh, no.
we just got derailed.
Breaking news.
breaking news. Bobby's
news.
brain is derailed.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but it might be better in a presidential year anyways.
Right, true.
Turnout.
Yeah.
So, well, it goes both ways though, so who knows. But so the Republicans were like, wait, abortion on the ballot, it might actually fucking pass because, you know, people want abortion rights and want to control their body. So they came up with a special election in August
Which they
8th
said
for issue 1.
Which they broke their own rule because last year they passed something that we couldn't do any special elections in
Yep.
August anymore.
Because it's a waste of $25 million.
Because of the last time we had to do this because of the gerrymandered fucking
Districts, the ones that keep them in power that were
This
voted
is
illegal by the Supreme Court.
embarrassing.
They're literally grasping. So issue 1 is trying to raise the threshold that you need to pass a constitutional amendment in Ohio from 50, a simple majority, to 60. And now you need signatures from every county. And you don't get this curing period where if you turn in your signatures to the Secretary of State to try to get something on the ballot, if some of them are like duplicates or they put the person put the address wrong or something like stupid, like a mistake, they don't give you time to fix that.
So they're basically trying to take away all of our rights.
All of our ability, citizen-led initiatives to get things on the ballot to vote on, they want to stop that completely.
because they know we're not fucking around.
Because they know we're going to try to pass shit that they don't want to pass because
they're not in it for the actual people. They're
not
in it for
people.
money.
They're in it for money.
Look at
They're
the
in it-
last
yeah.
guy that was the Speaker of the goddamn Ohio House.
Yeah, right.
Like literally
Jail time.
$20 million. We're talking, not 20,000. Even
Yep.
that would be appalling.
Right. It's no.
God.
That's who these people are.
So anyway, make
So
sure you
we've
go
got to
vote.
vote by August 8th.
Vote
You can
no.
Vote no on issue 1 to keep majority rule in Ohio. Okay?
And I think next week maybe we'll do like a special
We need a reminder.
like a quick little
Yeah.
like
Boom,
20-minute,
boom.
but we can put out separate so that people in Ohio can just listen. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Now, speaking of like
Questionable choices.
yeah, choices and just whatever. Have you heard about this Jason Aldean situation? I mean, I can't imagine you didn't, but
I unfortunately did
So-
and had to like look into it because who the fuck is he first of
so
all?
first of
But
all,
I don't know who it is.
oh man, he sings one of my favorite songs.
What?
Chilling on the dirt road.
Never heard it.
Ice cold beer sitting in the console, which is drinking and driving. Memory lane. Anyway, it's a
Sounds
really good
about
song.
right.
So anyway, he came out with this song, and did you watch the video?
No.
Okay, so I did. Okay, so here's the problem that I'm seeing. Okay, what I'm seeing happening here is they're showing all these riots or what you would call a riot, but really it's like a demonstration, a positive, like the Black Lives Matter,
Right.
and like
A lot more mild than January 6th, basically.
Oh yeah, January 6th, or like
that wasn't a riot. That was a peaceful protest.
So that's sort of where I got a little pissed off, was the fact that he had. So that's what the problem is that these little videos in here that's like basically saying, in a small town, if you did any of this shit, your ass would be fucking, basically, because there's gun talk and everything.
And isn't it strange that it's directed to black people, and then, in a small town with a country southern sounding singer.
Weird.
I wonder what happened in small towns to black people.
I don't know. It's like kind of crazy.
I wonder what was it.
So I'm going to let you see some of it, and then I'm going to talk about some things that, like, again, there was
Issue 1 commercial. Thank God.
Issue 1.
Ohio's extreme abortion ban, stopping efforts to restore our rights.
It's about abortion.
Vote no on issue 1.
Yep. Oh God, it's so dumb already. There's fog. Like, I can't.
Right. Okay, so we're showing Molotov cocktails.
Somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's tough in a small town. See how far.
But you notice they're not showing the insurrection.
Yeah,
they're not showing
they're
the
not
white
showing-
guys in fucking Charlottesville carrying all the fucking torches.
Right, because that is a small. These are the small towns where
That
they
was
love
Black
it.
Lives Matter.
Right.
100%.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's all Black Lives Matter, basically.
I didn't realize he was a full racist.
Right. So this
That's
is
great.
the same
That's
guy.
just wonderful.
This
So
is
we're-
the same motherfucker.
And I think he filmed it in front of a place where lynchings occurred.
Yeah, so
which is
it was like the old Capitol, or it was like some
weird.
building. Yeah.
Huh? Weird.
But you know, the woke.
These aren't even dog whistles. These are just like, hey, racist, like me.
You know, I was driving home and I was really thinking about this, and I was like, I just feel like people are just doing shit now to piss
Yes.
everybody off, because then now it's number 2 on the charts. So why not just piss everybody off? Because you're gonna benefit from it, because everybody's gonna be talking about it, like us. When I don't really want to talk about it. However, I really think it's fucking annoying, and I also decided that we're gonna write our own fucking song called "Try That in Our Big City." Okay.
I love this.
Now you can assume where I got these lyrics.
Yes.
ChatGPT. But I said, I need you to do a flip around. So go ahead.
Oh, I love this. Okay.
You can just read like the first couple paragraphs.
Stand strong together on our city streets. Help a stranger at a crosswalk light. Support the owner of the local bookstore. Think it's cool? Well, show respect and shine bright. Thank our cops. Speak truth to their face. Fly that flag of diversity. Light it up. Yeah, you think you're bright. Bring that to our big city. See how far you make it down our avenue. Round here, we take care of everyone. Cross that line of unity. It won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you do bring that to our big city.
So, yeah.
ChatGPT is wonderful.
It's
God
absolutely,
bless.
because the original.
That's the next hit. That's the next hit.
So here's the original one. Like it says, like sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light. All negative, and then
Of course,
try that in
yeah.
a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. Really? So I basically was like, I need you to write a fucking song that's the opposite of that. So got a book that my teacher gave me. They say one day we're gonna rise up again. Well, that might fly in a small town. Good luck. Like I just totally
I love
flipped it.
it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to,
ChatGPT people.
So anyway. This bullshit with Jason Aldean, listen, okay, do you feel like we're just giving too much of our time, though, towards things like this? Because now I'm thinking, this is all on purpose. Let's rile us up, keep riling us up.
I wonder, though, it doesn't feel like it's not. I don't feel like he's smart enough to do it on purpose.
I don't either.
I think he's just a full racist idiot who's like, I'm going to write about them protesters.
This is the same guy that got almost shot in Las Vegas during that. He was on stage during the
well,
mass.
that's unfortunate.
There's a new documentary where he was on it, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Fuck you, Jason Aldean.
The largest mass shooting in U.S. history.
I almost did something so bad.
Maybe.
I wish maybe something would have fucking came towards you, you little whore.
Wouldn't have bothered me. Not a bit.
Wow. Oh my God.
I didn't know who he was. I still don't.
Anyway.
Also, he's really ugly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
he's
that's
like one of those,
rude.
he
That's
definitely,
rude.
no.
That's rude, but he's ugly country.
He's one of
There's
those country
some
that's
hot-
it's like the inbred country.
It's like there's some hot, country people, neo-Nazis
very
even.
hot.
Like I hate to say it.
Those.
If you didn't let them open their mouths and you didn't look at their swastikas, then you would think,
Okay. So anyway, another story about people on that side of the fence. A Mississippi GOP member was in drag. And my question is, how many times do we have to see this before we question, like, literally everything they do and they say they don't like, they end up being the ones that are doing it. This is the picture. So he's like an ugly fat gay. You can tell he's a gay. I mean, sorry, you're gay as fuck. He's wearing a tutu and a little dress. This is actually pink too. But it's because it was for breast cancer. It's okay. Well, do you know how much Nina West and the West family have donated over the years to charity? So what's the difference?
Oh my God.
Isn't it insane? Like,
I just need to know. I just need to know for sure that the Democrats next fall are going to have multiple ads just featuring montages of these pictures.
These
Rick
are the
Scott,
same ones that
all the people who have fucking dressed up. George Santos.
dressed up.
All
the people,
them
all
in
these
drag.
ones that have played with little kids.
Right.
I can't wait. I want we should
I want
spearhead
all
it.
the Republican politicians who are groomers and play with kids to be lined up in an ad.
We
and
could
just
start our
play
own nonprofit.
2 minutes of it.
That's
on
how, like,
TV.
remember the Lincoln Project?
Yeah, we need to
we
do
could
that.
do our own and do our own
Fuck it.
commercial that shows all these motherfuckers.
The real
on it.
groomers. Show
Are you
priests, show pastors.
Are you going to vote for a real groomer?
You know how they like have the weird deep voice? You really going to stand for that?
Like, why
Ohio?
is no one making that?
Because the Democrats, the problem is
We're
that
pussies.
Yeah, and
I don't
kind
mean
of
that
done with that.
misogynistically, but like literally,
we're just.
Where are our ads? That we need the red meat
We've
for
gotta-
us. Okay,
listen.
I want some red meat.
The problem that I'm also having is that we listen to Michelle, and listen, I love Michelle. I think she was right at the time. Times are changing, bitch. Look at this little small town bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right, they're ready to lynch people
Yeah,
again.
they're literally
and
ready
we're
to,
like,
like-
we're gonna go high. Yeah, high in the tree.
Yeah, I mean,
like we don't need it.
Yeah,
we need to get real.
Him everything. I was half a virgin when I met him.
They're making these songs, and then we're just like, oh, I guess they're the real groomers. And it's like, okay,
It's
who's
like
gonna,
this back and
who's gonna
forth.
bring it up though in the public sphere?
But then he had the balls to say, cancel culture and woke culture. Okay, well, what about Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light then?
That's all you guys did.
That's all you're still doing. That's all Ron DeSantis is still obsessed with it.
Canceling books, canceling curriculums, canceling teachers,
Y'all.
canceling Disney. All you right wingers want to do is cancel culture.
Because you're bored and you're stupid and you don't understand.
They
That's
are.
what it is. No
I
offense.
know. They have nothing
Actually,
going on.
offense.
Think about what they have going on in their lives.
Nothing. They hate their wives. They hate their husbands. They hate their kids are gone.
They hate their small towns.
They
too.
hate their
That's the
small
thing.
town. They
They're like,
wish they could be a city slicker.
They're like, how do we escape this and go do something fun? Let's go get dinner in the city. Let's go do that. It's
Yeah, like, where are you going?
You're bored.
That's
You're
my favorite
fucking
part when
bored.
people are like, yeah, I'm from a small town. But then they go drive 30 minutes
Yes,
north to the big
right.
city and eat. And I'm
Let's
like,
go to Target. We'll go to Texas Roadhouse on
do
the way
you
home.
know that all these people that are probably running these businesses are most of them are pretty like outward thinking progressive people.
Right.
So just cancel everything and just go away. Like honestly, I'm ready to split up the United States. I don't even fucking care anymore.
Let's go full handmaids. They can have the South.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, take the South. It's already. I mean,
Look at
ocean
it.
levels right now,
Yeah.
heat-wise are at their highest, so it's only going to go downhill. So bye, go to the South, honeys.
Oh my God.
Now we did get a listener email, so I did try to get a phone call. But it's a really cute one. I'd like you to read it because I'm not a good reader, as you know.
No, you're not. Not even on a good day.
Nope.
Okay. Subject: seeking advice, coming out at 30 plus, feeling lost in dating. Okay. Hey, Bobby and Jim. I hope you're both doing well, or not.
Not well.
I'm a big fan of your podcast, and I thought I could use some advice from you guys. Recently, I came out at 30 plus after being in denial for a long time. It's been a journey, but I'm struggling with dating and intimacy. I feel like I might be stuck in the friend zone with everyone and worry I've missed the boat, looks-wise and age-wise. I wanted to call your voicemail, but I'm a bit too shy, so I emailed instead. Any tips to get out of this rut? Thanks for your awesome podcast, Chris. Oh, that's cute.
I know, it was really cute. I was like, oh. So,
Okay.
Chris.
Babe. Chris. I felt like I was in a rut, and I came out at 19.
I feel like I was in a rut.
I was 19, and I was like struggling with intimacy and dating. So you're not in like a unique rut.
You're not in a unique rut. You're in the rut of like,
me-
know what's going on though in
Yeah.
the world. Like when 19, you're kind of like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You
was
want to just fall
clueless.
in love. But like when you're 30, you kind of know what's up like in
Yeah.
the world. So
So
then
you have
when
an
you go
added
from
layer.
right. So then you go from that to being basically 15 again because you get one phone call from somebody and you're like, oh my God, I have a crush. And you're like, wow, this is what I've missed my entire life.
Right.
It's
You
all overwhelming.
You talk to like a hot guy at a bar, and you're like, oh my God, this is the hottest person ever.
Can you?
And then you're crushing on them so hard, and then it's like, I'm 35.
I was 29 and I felt like a fucking idiot because literally I was like a 15-year-old girl. Like I was like giddy and like.
Well, it took me like 10 years to get there because I was just like a clusterfuck of problems.
You were emotional.
Well, no, but everyone who comes out late too has to figure out why. Like, why did we wait so long? And so then you feel like you've lost time and you feel like you're a failure and you feel like, oh no, I should have done this earlier. I wasted my life and I could have been like this.
That's the feeling.
So then you have to figure out why. Like, and then you get that rush.
I cried.
So then you're struggling with balancing. Why did I come out later? What am I supposed to do with my life? I'm old. It's too late for me. And then you're having the new feelings coming in and you're trying to reconcile that with feeling too old. And it's a
and then still
clusterfuck.
feeling homophobic towards yourself because that really never
for
ends.
sure. No, it doesn't end. Oh, it doesn't end. Yeah, it's still like.
I'm like, you little faggot to myself.
It happens a lot. Like,
I know.
It happens all the time.
I know. It gives me the feeling.
Oh, I shouldn't walk like that, or I shouldn't say that, or I shouldn't say my husband, or I shouldn't say, yeah. But I do think the whole thought of I'm being friend zoned, I don't know how many times it's happening to you, but like everyone gets like like most of the crushes I've had did not go
Even
anywhere.
straight people, like to be
do
honest
not
with
go
you, it's
anywhere.
not just gay. I think a lot of
they
people
don't go anywhere. Like half the time, it's like you're at the wrong time in life, or this person doesn't fully get into you, or you have different styles of talking, or like, you know, it's just like it doesn't work out a lot.
And also, Chris, I'm really sorry, but you're gonna be heartbroken. That is something you thought you felt.
You're gonna get the best top of your life, and then he breaks your heart.
And literally, your heart is broken like into pieces, and you literally lay there like a death happened. Like I was like laying in my bed at 7 o'clock at night and just being like, "Well, I'm gonna listen to some Tracy Chapman." You got a fast car.
Oh, and he was into Cars too.
Or the one Bonnie
Still
Raitt.
is.
You can't make you love me.
Oh my God.
If you don't.
Bon Iver does a great version of that.
I know.
Yeah.
You can't make your heart beat when it won't. And so the thing you're gonna realize. So dramatic.
Oh my God, I almost spit it out.
That was so dramatic.
Oh my God.
Sometimes if you won't. And you're like,
if you won't make your heart beat, if it won't.
It won't. But anyway, it's a true statement. Like some people you're going to be so into, they're going to be like, not into you at all. So basically what I'm going to say is you need to like try to pump the brakes and just like come in. What do you?
I would say, and we've learned this a little too late. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing is ever too late.
No.
Because there's always Palm Springs. Even if you're 70, you can go have fun.
I almost said except for taxes. Well, like, is that even funny?
Taxes?
Yeah. Would you say it's never okay to be late, or it's okay to be late?
Oh, except for
taxes. Like, that's where I'm at.
I was saying like it's never too late to come out and have fun because like Palm Springs is so old. You can go be
like,
70.
You're
and have
young
fun.
at 60.
So
at
like
Palm
even
Springs.
if you're in your 30s though, I think what we would say, because we've just been recently doing this.
That.
Go out and forget about finding love in a relationship and have fun. Like go to the campgrounds.
Go touch the penis.
Go to the fucking bathhouse. Like go to a big city. Like go to the Eagle in Manhattan. Go to Toronto and go to Steamworks.
Yeah.
Go to Chicago. Like
the Eagle in Manhattan is like that's an eye opener.
That's a cock opener.
Yeah. So yeah,
I would just say like go have fun and explore being gay and being newly out in yourself.
You're right.
And then you'll find you'll settle into it.
But the thing is like, again, also, I hate to break it to you. Also, when you do find that person, it's like the movies at first, but literally
it'll
it
be
goes
about
away
6 months
real
and then
quick.
it's gone.
So the person that you're going to find isn't going to be who you think it is.
No.
I'm going to say that.
It's not going to be the hottest. It's not going to be the best sex of your life.
It's not what you expect.
It's
really not.
It's never. It's never.
But if you can, again, we'll get into that.
You got to make it work.
The thing is, though, if you notice most successful relationships, there's something that you're going to probably bring up later that we'll get into that.
Ooh.
Why certain people, if they post,
Yes, there's something to avoid.
There's something to avoid. So anyway, Chris, thank you for writing us. We appreciate it. Don't be afraid to call. Okay. Now you got to flip like 95 pages.
Okay. So
Palm Springs, huh?
As you know, I just brought up Palm Springs. We have to talk about it. I've never been. I can't wait to go. I've had even straight friends go and love it.
Yeah, everybody loves Palm Springs.
Like it's just surrounded by desert. They have sunshine like every day of the year.
They have green grass, but that's because they're using all the water from the Colorado River.
And that to me is another problem, a separate issue where I'm like, maybe we don't do that because you're in a fucking desert. And they all have like backyard
Green lawns,
backyard
like,
pools,
lush.
It's like is that the best use of the water, or should we be growing crops or something, or just like letting animals use the water?
Yeah.
Instead of growing lawns in the desert. Like it's just a waste of time.
It is. It's really kind of crazy. But anyway.
So there was this local gay who lived in Clintonville, and he was kind of like a attractive-ish daddy who, finally hit 50-something and moved to Palm Springs so he could be young again. Because I think that's a common
Well, that's what
theme
happens
in life.
is like,
yeah,
you
hit 55 and people here are like done with you. Like, okay.
So you go to Palm Springs, you're young again.
Yep, you go to Palm Springs. Or you go to Wilton Manors.
Rebirth.
Why do you think all these like country... bathhouse, porta potty gays go down to Wilton Manors all the time? Because suddenly they're young and attractive down there. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
It's
You know what I'm saying?
just like the trailer park gays love the Wilton Manors.
They do.
And so the same thing happens with Palm Springs, but you have a little more money. You're like, you know what? I'm old. I'm going to go to Palm Springs and be hot. And like I said, I want to go. I'm not insulting. But this guy moved there, and every other day he is complaining about the temperature there. He's posting, 111 degrees. 98 degrees. 104 degrees.
You moved to the desert, sweetheart.
He shows his thermostat in his house, and the temperature says 85 inside.
Isn't it near Death Valley? Like, aren't we?
Yeah.
Girl.
85 degrees inside,
No,
Bobby.
no.
This is what I'm like. This is where they live. That's their normal temperature in here. 85.
Because it doesn't cool down.
It can't keep up. And it's too expensive. Like you'll spend like $400 a month on electricity.
Okay, so and then also like the
So what's the
pools
point
are
of
probably
that?
baked to hell, so they're not even refreshing.
They're hot. I want to visit, but I'm confused.
Well, I'm also confused with the fact that like you knew you're moving to a desert, so like why are we having
Why
a
are we
post? Why are you
complaining?
telling all of us back here in Columbus what your problems are when clearly you made the decision
Yes.
and you either didn't do your research or you're just an idiot and you just want attention, and that's fine
and
too.
I think that is my common complaint is attention seeking on social media. We'll
should
talk
write
about
a
it in our
book.
sundry. We'll talk about it in our sundry. I have examples.
I think you should write a book on this.
I mean, it's like bizarre behavior, but it's just normalized now. We're like, oh yeah, well they're just posting about their day. It's like, no, they're complaining about absolutely nothing for us to respond to it to go
Like, babe,
it's
why?
okay. I mean, oh my
Sis.
God, it's so hot. I'm sorry you're lonely in the desert, and hot.
At least you have a good body. It's like, girl.
Literally.
Hi, gay.
But also, what are their clubs like there? So you go to the club.
Apparently it's fun.
And it's 85 degrees in the club?
See,
or
that's
is it
the thing. I think
cooled
everybody's
down?
shirts
Is
off.
it cooled down
I think in
there?
the
Okay.
no, but I think at night it goes
It gets
cold.
cold. Okay.
So it's like you kind of have to just like make it through the day, and then you're like, "Where's my hoodie?" Because it's about
We
to be
would
like
not
60.
move at all for the day. We'd be fully nocturnal like little raccoons.
Oh, I'd have to be like, oh my God, I'd have to have fans everywhere at all times.
You're just like laying in cryo animation like frozen.
Sounds like an absolute disaster.
You would not survive, but
No.
the nights you would thrive. The nights, honey, you would thrive.
Honey, I wouldn't post about it, but I'd tell you every
You'd
time I
come
talk to
out.
you. I'd be like, it's hot.
Well,
Man, the weather,
Did
it's
you
hot.
see Phoenix just broke the record 26 days in a row greater than 110
You see
degrees?
people are dying hiking.
So it's like, why? Once again, there's another town that exists in a desert only because we're like diverting water there and allowing them. Like the Colorado River is drying up, and we're like, we've got to keep feeding. They're still building houses in Phoenix. What idiot is moving to Phoenix right now?
Do you know that they have a law that they have to, and also, ironically,
They have to show that they have water for 50 years, even though it's made up because they're like assuming that they're going to be able to like find water in the
they
ground.
also have to have sprinklers in their homes. Isn't that wild? So you're gonna put
dry
more water.
sprinkler. Yeah, it's like dry.
Which we do have dry sprinklers. Actually, that's a
Yeah,
fun fact.
those powders.
Powder, babe.
Honey, it works.
Honey, it works good.
That's old school though.
Or they have-
used to use. Yeah.
Now they have one it'll the head will go off and it'll suck all the oxygen out of the room and you'll die if you don't get out. It has like warnings, and you have to get it like computer rooms, like all these Amazon like data centers.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, they have to protect it. So like it'll suck all the so like if you're in that room and it starts going off, you have like 20 seconds to get out of the room before it sucks all the oxygen out. Yeah.
Like I survived the fire, but I died from lack of oxygen.
Yeah, somebody died in Ohio in at the airport down there by Cincinnati, not the actual airport, but like it's like a small airport that does a lot of like FedEx and all that kind of shit. One of the foam whatever went off, a foam system, and they drowned in the foam because they didn't get out because it closes all the doors. It's like yeah.
That's
Anyway.
how I feel at AWOL on foam party night. Except I'm covered in cum.
Come only, hopefully.
So that's how I feel about Palm Springs. It's like somewhere to visit, but I just don't know what we're doing in this country. I'm like, why are we building houses where it's like unsustainable? Like I would who's moving there?
What's really crazy is
I'm like, why?
I was looking at like
why
while I was in Michigan, which I'll get into.
Okay.
I was looking at like land for sale just for fun.
Yeah.
And like in the UP, which is way up there, there's like you can buy 120 acres
That's so much
for
land.
$78,000 or like 120,000.
Honestly, this is the climate
That will be the
refugee.
new right.
No,
That'll be the
because
new.
It'll be hot
You're near fresh water too. The biggest.
and we need water. So literally, I know.
Telling you.
This is why I want like Montreal or somewhere. I'm like, I want somewhere
we
where
gotta
there's
kinda
water
go.
right along it, like fresh-ish water.
We are pretty lucky, I will say. We have the most fresh water in the
no, we're
world.
set.
We're literally
set.
when oil goes dry and
done.
water becomes a commodity.
Yep.
You're gonna be thankful you live in this country, honey. We're gonna be the new Saudi.
We really
Kings
are
and queens,
set.
babe.
And we have a lot of land that's north that is empty. Mm-hmm. So,
There's a lot of land here that's still very
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah, we have a lot of space.
look at
For
Ohio.
300 million people, like this country's massive.
Yeah, and we decided that
Well.
let's just cluster in these little places like in New York City. Now, I got to talk about Michigan.
Yeah, like we've really.
I really need to like. I need everyone to hold on to their.
Okay.
Yep, that's the types.
Oh fuck. God.
So me and Michael went to Michigan, Saugatuck. First of all, I hate the way it's spelled. I hate the way it's named.
The names in Michigan are like, what's that?
But I will say that I was pleasantly surprised when I was actually in Michigan because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, it's beautiful, but don't look at the people.
Oh
Listen to that
no.
fucking weed.
Are all the like Ohio meth cousins up there?
It's like there's a bunch of Machine Gun Kellys and Tanya Hardings running around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of like, I don't want to say it, but like 8 Mile, like Eminem and like 8 Mile, the movie. Like, but this the white people. Like it's just that.
Is it like 80s, like old fashioned ish? Kind of like where you're like, this is outdated.
It's like they're like
stuck.
Now they're like in 2002, where like in 2002 they were in 1990.
Yes.
So it's like they're just like behind, and I'm like, and they're like, oh God, yeah, oh geez, oh
yeah,
I'm like,
I get, oh yeah.
I can't. So basically, me and Michael went to a campground to start. It's actually really cheap, but there's a reason why. We get to the campground. We went to the Indiana Dunes first of all, and I had to hike up a goddamn dune.
Never.
Michael,
there's
was
a
like,
reason I've been one time.
I will never. I even told Michael as I'm at the top of the dune. I said,
"This was good.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
I don't want to go on. This is not fun to me.
No, it's not because it's not. It's not
fun. But some people really get a hard on for it. I don't understand.
I feel like what we did in Park City is fun where you're in a car looking out at the mountains.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't need to hike.
So I'm hiking up this. We could see Chicago though. It was clear enough.
That's cool. Isn't that?
I just like
Chicago. That's cool.
So yeah, that was cool.
A good
So then
view.
we go to Camp It, which is like a gay and lesbian and queer.
Oh no!
Yeah. So we are right next to some good old lesbians, which is fine. We didn't even talk to them. We ended up.
They probably thought you were one. Remember?
Probably.
New York City.
Oh.
Hey, lesbian!
Oh yeah, well, I forgot.
You looked like a lesbian with that hat and that hoodie. Like you really did.
You lesbian.
You lesbian.
So we go there.
We go there.
We go there. We go to the pool one of the days, and we're sitting there, and some of these Michigan gays come on in, and they do you know Caitlin and the teen moms?
Jenner?
No, the teen mom.
Oh, no.
Oh, have you ever watched Teen Mom?
No.
The teen mom couple. I can't remember the guy's name, but that's basically these guys at this pool. I'm literally looking at these guys. They get in the pool, and mind you, I had just had an edible like a little bit earlier, so I was already in like la drinking beers, like whatever. They start talking about this like I think it was like Misty or like Amanda. It was something like that. Like, yeah, when I first met her, it was crazy. Like she wasn't really that big into me and all that. And they're going on and on and on. And I'm like, okay. They're talking about cats.
No.
They are talking about their motherfucking cats. And I was in a full-blown shock that I decided I was going to narrate a little bit.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I love this shit.
I literally was like, I was like, why? So let me see if I can.
Okay, don't forget that
This is me fucked up.
there's a group talking about their fucking cats for about 25 minutes. One theme is they're still like making noises, and one of the cats' names was like Porsche or something.
I love that.
And
Love this.
they're still talking about it. And then we have in corner number 2, we have the trailer trash M&M gays who are smoking out of their vape pen and smoking cigs in the corner.
Totally smoking
Then in
cigs.
the corner over here we have.
So then I was like, I think I tried to record them still talking.
10 minutes later, we're still talking about the cat. We have the M&M gays now all crowed in the corner.
So anyway, these people were going on about Misty or Majestica.
I wish I could have fucking been there. We would have died.
I
we have to go to camp.
I
We
was
really
so high
have
and
got to go.
I was on my phone like this talking. I was recording on my recorder. Do you know that there's a feature you can record on your?
No, what?
Oh, girlfriend.
How?
Do you really not know this? For
No.
real?
Tell me.
You gotta find it. It's like the little. Do you?
Not tell you.
Where is it? Maybe. Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
And then you just go. So what you do is you go. Okay, you record.
I'm fucking recording.
Now they don't know
Oh
you're
my god,
recording.
they don't even know.
Yeah, babe.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
So now
god.
you gotta like go back to
oh my god.
stop. Yeah, and then it saves on your phone, babe. So
Illegal.
anyway,
This should
so
be
I'm like going on and on in the
illegal.
corner. But yes, we should go camping. I actually, well, we need to talk about Atlanta in October.
Yes, sir.
If we're really doing that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mama Queen. Okay, so anyway, great. We're talking about Christina Lynn for 45 minutes about how she doesn't like the gays. I'm fucked up. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go to the next day to Lake Michigan with my uncle up in Muskegon, blah, 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 did a boat ride.
Fun.
We end up at the dunes. Now, let me tell you, Saugatuck is really gay.
Like, oh no, I've read that. Yes,
super
that there's
gay.
several gay resorts and hotels.
It kind of, I think it's like P-Town, like where
Okay.
it's like pretty much every restaurant, everything had a gay flag. Like, so even straight
I like
people there were
that.
like open. You would know
they're
at least. Which on the Sunset Cruise, we met a couple from Plain City, and the dad was so fucking hot that I almost was like ready to jerk him off on the boat on the Sunset Cruise. But the wife, of course, she was sweet. She's one of those like they're like one of those couples that used to be hot, and the girl got a little chubby, and he's a little chubby too, but like he's still
hot.
But he's hot.
I always feel bad for those guys because like they're like missing their hot wives,
right?
Like they're like my wife used to be hot.
She
like
could
in
tell.
high school and college, and then it's like,
and not saying being fat isn't hot because look at me, honey.
No,
Well,
but there's a way you carry it.
Well, and it's like this
is hot in a different way.
Yeah, it's hot like temperature.
Yeah.
So then we go see my uncle. We go on the boat. It's choppy. We're blah, blah, blah,
Now you're in
it's fun.
Saugatuck.
We go back to Saugatuck. So then we went to Muskegon for the day, came back to Saugatuck, and we're going to check in out of Camp It and check into the dunes.
Oh boy.
Now the dunes is another LGBTQ resort, the biggest in the Midwest, which I'm not really saying, I don't know if that's saying much because I think it's like the only one.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure out of the resorts. I mean, there's campgrounds, but resorts.
AKA it has a hotel and a pool.
So
like what's exactly resorty about it? Okay.
So it was like
it's like a Holiday Inn outside.
It's like checking into.
Oh no!
Why do I keep wanting to sing the Love Shack, baby? I don't even know what that vibe is, but that
Shack,
vibe,
baby.
We walk in, the guy's like screaming at us. Oh, your room is done here, and da 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 da. Well, we are in the men's dorm, which it sounded great.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It sounded hot, right?
Shared showers.
So hot. Yep.
Oh, good.
Open shower concept, everything. The problem is that it's in the basement of the
what?
Oh, honey, we had to walk down these stairs. We go into the fucking hallway. I look at Michael and I go, when they say dorms, they mean fucking dorms. It smelled like fucking mildew and must.
No. Like
feet.
I can't.
Oh,
I just had a panic attack. I was like,
oh. And I'm like, okay.
Like cinder blocks?
Yep. And a legitimate dorm. Like legitimate. The bathroom, the shitters don't even have doors.
No.
You have to literally like move a door. It's like an old school. Yes.
No.
So we go to our room.
Why are you in the basement?
Well, apparently they were out of, like, we thought it was like, that was like the room. That was like one of the rooms. Like we didn't know it was like basically the poor section. So we go from cabin that's really small, low water pressure to now basement, musty room. It was probably the size of this room, if not smaller. Actually, it was like this, if you cut right here. Yes. One little full bed in the corner. one little chair over here, and a little baby fan. Luckily, I brought the Vornado because if I didn't bring that Vornado, I would have died. No air conditioning.
Is that the Vornado?
Yeah, no air conditioning. So there's no flow in our room. None.
You're in a basement with no air conditioning.
Yeah, and I'm like,
no air conditioning at night in the summer?
No, they had fucking fans in the hallway and shit. Oh, it was.
That's beyond. That's literally my dorm. No, that's like my dorm. My dorm didn't smell that
when
bad.
they said dorm, no, but
my dorm didn't have air conditioning. But
it's that vibe.
It's that like the air. There's no flow.
Like I could
there's
get
no flow.
meningitis in here.
Yes,
like
because the steam from the showers is like circulating it.
Right. I mean, it was. I was like,
how many nights did you have there? 2. No.
And I looked at Michael. I go, "Are you fucking?"
This is when I drive back into town.
I go,
like we just stay in it. I have to.
But of course, it's like. We just saw the pool though, and it was kicking.
Yeah, so that's fun.
So like, kind of like,
you're like, we'll just go to the pool.
Well, fine, let's just leave the room. I had to walk to the goddamn store and buy a smelly thing for the room because it smelled so goddamn bad. I almost threw up. Yeah.
Oh, there it is, and there it is.
So. The dunes. So yeah, so that's we get there and this is what happens. And I go, are you fucking kidding me?
Like you almost threw up. That's so.
Literally, it was disgusting. I felt like I have bites all over me too. Look, I have bug bites everywhere. Or that might be poison ivy.
That could be bed bug. Because it's like almost 3 in a row. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Stop.
Look up bed bug bite. That I would check the shit in your suitcase.
We watched all of it.
Okay, good. The dryer is what kills them. That looks a little okay.
Oh God, now I'm really fucking creeped out. Yeah, so basically that's where we stayed. So we put on our Speedos and we head up to the pool. You can't bring any drinks into the pool. You have to buy their shit. Okay. So we get drunk, la la la. We end up walking to some pizza place because we're fucking hammered, blah, blah, blah. We end up going to bed. Because you know me on vacations. Once I'm drinking in the day, once I'm in the pool, like
8 p.m.
Oh yeah. Isn't that weird?
It's nighttime. Well, you have to go to bed before you realize where you are.
So right.
You have
So
to be
I was like in a full
blacked out.
blackout.
Good.
And then I had to
Perfect.
hook up I was like so grossed out about my CPAP. So I was like, oh my God, I'm breathing
The
in
air.
Like, yeah. Yep.
The black
Horrifying.
mold is just being forced in.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
were
there's like mold coming into my lungs and this is not good. So cool. Great. So then the next day we went to Saugatuck and we walked around and blah, blah, blah. You look at the shops, which I was questioning that as well. Like, why do humans do this? Like, why does everybody like want to be like, let's go walk the shops? Nobody buys anything.
I know.
But like literally you just walk around.
Especially in a touristy town, it's like, oh, more junk.
Right. It's like,
oh, let me go get more. Like,
wow, you carved this out of a piece of wood in your basement? Like,
this is a magnet made in China with the name of the town on it.
Right.
Wow.
Got it. Oh, you're going to serve me some really cool lunch menu? I mean, I can't.
Bar food? Wow.
Right. So then we go back to the dunes, and this time I'm really fucking turning it up. Okay.
Good. You need it.
So we were da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then we go to the bar. There's like 5 bars at the place. There's a club.
Ooh.
It's like really not bad.
I like that part.
But like we really didn't see much of that because we were so drunk at the goddamn pool because we were drinking their drinks and they were gay drinks.
And I have seen Michael drunk during the day. It's
a
choice.
You had me with like full edible.
It's a choice.
Like
it's
so we ended up
8 p.m.
We
bedtime.
ended up passing out again. Yeah, we didn't go.
Was this on day 2? What did you even do there then?
We just got drunk on the pool and we did stuff during the day in like Saugatuck and stuff. So we didn't really like stay at the dunes. We did the dunes like afternoon pool.
Okay.
But like other than that, we weren't like really hanging out at the dunes.
You didn't like even have fun in the dark room or a barn or in the woods?
Oh, honey, there was a thing called the woods. Now,
so what did you wake up at 1 a.m. and realize, yo, we've been sleeping?
No, I jerked off at 10:30 a.m. in the woods. Honey, these woods.
I'd be sleeping in like that. Well, maybe not not those lodging.
So we didn't know about the woods. So I started talking to people on Scruff. I was like, what is going on with the trails? And they're like, the woods. I'm like, okay, yeah, the woods.
The fucking woods.
When you go to the woods, you need to wear sanitary clothing.
Oh.
I'm
sanitary.
I'm gonna show you just like condom wrapper.
Okay, so
ass wipe. Hold on one second.
Ass wipe.
Yeah, somebody had to wipe their ass to get fucked back there. There is literally, so this is the woods.
Ew, sick.
Condoms everywhere. It's very seedy, okay? Men
I'm
are
not during the, I can't do that during the daytime.
Men
like,
are
if I see,
fucking gross.
When I see litter, like
You talk about litter, there's cum and condoms and condom wrappers everywhere.
Ew, why isn't there like
a cleanup crew?
Yeah.
This was a butt poop wipe. Yep, some bottom shit himself and wiped his asshole in the woods. Okay. So great. We ended up going back there because I was like, Michael's like, I want to go in the woods. I go, fine, let's go. I put on my cock ring. We headed out. talking to people on Scruff. Well, we got a hit, and we got a hit from a really fucking hot daddy.
Okay.
So he's different.
Yeah.
He's like he's Michigan, but he's
I would say gnome. Looks like a gnome.
Oh, I say he looks
like a gnome. Okay.
He's 55.
Well, yeah.
And he just came out too. Like he's one of those. So anyway,
God bless him.
we ended up talking to him he came out in the woods and we jerked off and blew him.
All three.
By that I mean we
Michael was choking.
allegedly hooked up in the woods
and blew him allegedly.
And he was like
loving it.
Thick cock boys. I was like, because he ruined that.
He wasn't big.
No, but he was.
They never are.
He was fine.
Well, I mean, they never are.
It's really weird though. I was actually thinking about that whole concept.
Most dicks are not big.
Like, what are you wearing at the pool then that makes your Speedo look? Because I feel like when I'm in a Speedo, I'm like flat Ken doll.
I'm Knuff. I am Knuff.
Oh, is that what it's called?
That's from the Barbie movie.
Oh, you already saw it?
No, I haven't yet. I saw Oppenheimer. We got to talk.
Oh.
Not good.
So anyway, that was Michigan in a nutshell. So that was at the very end too.
So
the last day we decided
in the dark or anything like.
We were too drunk and fucked up. We had a really good time. We really did. We met some cool.
Sounds great.
No, we really did. Like we really had a good time, and we ended up doing the woods in the morning. Whatever. It is what it is.
That is so funny.
I
love it. It's like the opposite of what normally happens. You're like, let's get up at 10 and go to the woods. Like
the only problem that I have with wood situations.
Well, the pictures alone,
But I was like standing. I was like. Fuck, like
that's fun.
It was so hot. My dick was so hard.
And then other
too.
people are like looking around the tree.
So this one guy came on the tree. I was
like,
no, but
I know.
So I was like,
you just look away. Yeah.
Yeah. Then hot guy came over, and then I don't know what happened, but I know he watched and jerk off to all of us.
Oh yeah,
having
as he should.
Alleged 3-way situation.
That's fun.
It was hot. It was fun. It was great. Michigan was great. We got
cool.
Drove back in storms all day. I've learned that I can sleep really well in cars now. That's probably the narcolepsy.
I hate you. I can't sleep. Planes, cars, doesn't matter.
I slept like almost the whole way, both ways. I had my pillow tucked right here against the wall.
You're like my stepson Nicholas.
It's crazy. I was like, this is great. Just keep sleeping because it just goes fast.
It does though. You wake up, you're like,
wow. It's 12. Like I wish I would have known this when I was a kid. Like just get over it.
That's what my siblings would do on the way to Florida. In
Just
17, my sister slept 17 hours once.
Honestly,
I think she woke up to pee twice, and then the rest of the trip, I'd be like, she's still asleep. Oh, we're in Florida. I'm like, yep.
And she's like sweating that van
sweat.
sweat.
Everyone sweats in the car. It's gross.
That's the part that I really can't stand about trips.
I know. You're like,
okay, well,
that's why if you fly first, you can use the showers in the lounge because you can take a shower.
That's true. That's true.
And your layover.
And you gotta learn. But yeah, anyway, that was my trip.
That sounds fun.
Thank you.
Okay, I would do that.
Yeah.
Not the dorm part.
Honestly, we should go to the dunes, but we should go like and stay at
Lana Del Taco.
Oh my god, I forgot to talk about her. I needed to say one thing. So we kept naming people at the pool, and this bitch walks in. Okay, think Dylan Mulvaney. Like literally, I thought it was Dylan. I was like,
you're like, woman,
an umbrella.
No,
a little dress. Walking in with these like little like kitty cat 60s sunglasses, like doop to doop, and I'm like, oh, okay. We started calling her Lana Del Rey, and then I was like, she's like Lana Del Taco. And so then the next day I was like, I better see Lana Del Taco. What? Oh, the minute I say that, walks in. Then Lana Del Taco goes from being in a prim and proper dress to just a Speedo and literally just dick. And I'm like, and Lana Del
skinny boy dick.
Lana Del Taco is like 5 foot tall and probably 100 pounds soaking wet.
Oh my god,
and
Lana Del Chorizo. Lana Del Chorizo.
Yep. So anyway, I needed to mention that person. So anyway,
wow. So I did have a dream about you and me. It was weird last week. You were gone, and I think it's because you were on a trip. So I had a dream about us on a trip, probably. So I was thinking about it. And I knew also you weren't taking like a full week off. So I felt like, wow, you have a short trip. And so then I was like, I think that's what my dream was about, really. But it was like we were together. We were somewhere abroad having a blast. But our trip was only like a 5 or 6 day trip. And I was like, we don't have enough time here.
No time.
And you were sitting on the ground packing, and you were like so pensive and just like, it seems like times just keep speeding up. Like something depressing like that, where like you were talking about how like quick time goes, and in a couple years I'll be 40, and then time just keeps speeding up, and you want it to slow down and you can't get it to stop.
A couple years being a year.
Oh, fuck. Well, so yeah. So to me, that dream, I woke up, I was like, oh my God, it's
Did you
Bobby.
see a clock, or you just kind of felt time
there was? Well, there was a clock in the room.
So there's some very interesting things that I researched today. For example,
I just spilled coffee.
Did you? It's fine. This room is the best studio you can think of.
It's like the dorm.
Clocks going out of control symbolize unresolved fears and anxieties. So like it was kind of out of control, but it also said when you dream about your friend, it reflects aspects of your own personality and inner life. Friends appearing in dreams are often symbolic representations rather than literal interpretations. Seeing a friend in a dream can signify neglect or underdeveloped traits in yourself. Different friends in dreams may represent different things. So yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you need to look into your own. Because then, like dreaming about time is like you said, it's like you're running out of time.
You're running out of time.
Or
maybe I'm running out of time. TikTok, bitch.
Maybe there's some things running out of time.
I'm not actually a fan.
Oh boy, that was dark.
That was really dark. I'm dark. I'm very dark.
Speaking of dark, yesterday I saw Oppenheimer.
Ooh.
And it sticks with you. Like it's a problem. It's a problem.
Really?
I can't stop thinking about it.
Really? Like that much?
It's bad. It's
So
very,
we faked
very
everything
dark.
or something? Or
very depressing.
It's about the atomic bomb, right? Do you know that came
the
through
Manhattan
Columbus?
Project. Yeah.
It, like right where Franklinton is. That's where they built it.
No, it was in
that?
Los Alamos.
No, it came through here on the railroad.
Oh yeah, it came through. Yes, they didn't build it here though.
No, but they did something here with it. Like every place had like a thing that they
to add to it.
Maybe.
Probably. I mean, it makes sense. They would want all one place.
We put an Ohio sticker on that bitch and sent her on her way.
Here come the Japanese.
So it really, really, really stuck with you.
No, it's Christopher Nolan directing it, so you know it's going to be dramatic and good, and it was.
Like it hits home.
Oh yeah. By the end, you're just like, oh,
yeah.
fuck.
It's really weird when you look back at history and you realize that we're not good people.
Nope, no.
Like literally, your great grandfather was a piece of shit.
And you're like, what are we really doing? And now you think about AI and you're like, what's our goal? Why are we doing this? Like, what's the goal with AI?
Over.
Is it to maximize profits for capitalists? Like,
well, yeah, of course.
That's it.
Here's the thing, though.
What is it? How's it helping us?
Maybe AI can save us from the climate problem, though. Maybe they'll come up with a solution and fucking build a fucking. We need to look to build another ozone layer or something.
AI would like come up with a solution and be like, the solution is to kill all humans.
Like, unfortunately, I'm only good from 2021.
Literally,
yeah.
If we kill you all now, you'll stop polluting the earth.
And honestly,
like literally,
we deserve it.
I'm ready for a second Noah's Ark.
Well, we just got to ask God.
Okay, speaking of God.
Well, speaking of me,
you're not.
I just
God,
have one
though.
last little thing I need to say.
Oh.
I wrote in my notes, I'm fat. I'm fat.
Did you just have this revelation, or like why did you write it in your notes?
I think because I was at the dunes and I was like,
okay, so you're looking around.
So
you were around Machine Gun Kelly types.
Yeah, the skinny ones.
Like,
But there was also
go
fats
to Bear
there.
Week at P-Town.
See, that's the thing. I realized that I can't go to any gay event that's not
bear
pretty
specific.
much bear
Yeah.
specific.
Like we got to go back to Cannonball.
But I brought up a good point with that, saying like, okay, I'm not fat enough for that though.
You're not.
So I really just feel like, and this is me being dramatic probably, and just being like, oh, feel bad for me. This is me doing my Facebook post. But so feel bad for me. But like, I feel like I don't fit in anywhere for any body type. And I'm a novelty if you do like me. And if you don't like me.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Like you really don't. Like even, I always think like, what things I like want you to do with me, like are places to go. Like I want Bobby to come here. And then I'm like, I flash back to going to Jinx. And it's like, is the seat going to be big enough?
No.
Is the ceiling tall enough? Is there going to be enough? Like literally, is there going to be even bars? I'm like, he should come here. And I'm like, it's too crowded. He won't like this.
He won't
like it.
The bar over there, Char Bar.
Yeah. Oh, you can't even. I know.
I hate that going in there. I'm like, oh my God, it's so tight.
Yeah. It's not wide enough.
It's not good. And so then
even trips, I'm like, in Italy, like I was thinking, I was like, Bobby would love this. And
I know.
I'm like,
that's why I'm scared to go abroad.
I'm like, Bobby would hate this. It's like a skinny little alley you have to walk down to get to the beach. And
it would just make me feel fat.
Wide.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See?
And then you'd be around people in Europe.
And I'm very insecure.
It's like everyone's skinny in Europe.
So then I'm like, they all think I'm a fat ass. I'm like, watch out, fat ass coming through. Because remember I said, laugh with them, not let them laugh at you. So
you better laugh with them or they're going to keep laughing at you.
And honestly, so
you feel, but then
I got the last laugh because I had Hot Daddy come out to the woods and give me a little situation.
So there you go.
So it's like, it's fine. But it just, I did have that revelation of a moment where I was like, am I just, but then also you see the skinny ones and they look miserable. So I'm just it's like a very,
trust me.
Now that you're skinny.
Now that I'm skinny, I can tell you it's miserable. It's not
miserable.
Fun. It's like,
I'm not actually a fan.
At any time I might throw up. I have the worst heartburn. Like it's not worth it.
I think it's gonna be worth it because I was like the whole time I was like I need to get on Wegovy, and then I passed like a couple med spas in downtown Sugatuk,
Sugar.
and I was like I'm just gonna get it now.
Oh, you're so dramatic. I love this.
It was so bad.
I'm gonna fucking get it
But I was
now.
like, ew. And then of course, at the dunes, you know, you're in your dorm room.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a mirror, of course, right there because all gays want to look at themselves fuck or whatever, apparently.
Oh, is that true?
No, but like that's I mean
Is that why I got the mirror in my bedroom?
I don't know, but there's a mirror and I'm like, it's a side view mirror though, and I'm like,
oh no.
Yeah. So every time I looked over to my right, I saw my fat body.
Heaven forbid you bend over to get a sock and you look over when you do you know the worst thing in the world for me?
Just seeing your asshole?
Bending over.
Like
the side view. So if I'm at the beach, I actually like pick up my towel and cover my torso before I bend over all the time.
Oh my God.
Is that bad?
I actually think I've noticed you do that.
I cannot, or I try to suck in, but it doesn't work because everything just moves up and the tits get fatter.
Once I start drinking beer too, nothing sucks in, honey. It's all sticking out.
You can't. So I want you to think of it the next time you're bending over in front of people. Like,
no, I've actually seen you do this. Like, I know exactly because every time you leave the pool, you do like kind of wrap up like a little.
But you.
Oh.
But you still, the problem is it's just like the blanket on the couch. Like you still look big bending over with a towel wrapped around you because it just makes it bigger and highlights it. But I think in my head, I'm like, I'm hiding.
Yeah, like my belly's just
I'm
like
hiding.
I'm like, oh, I'm just so tiny and like I'm just tight.
But like I always look like when other people on the beach bend over to pick things up, I look and I'm like, ooh.
So we're all
that's how you know if someone's really skinny or not. If they can bend over and their stomach stays the same.
But most people can't, so it's fine.
Right. No, right.
And honestly,
is it worth it? You like getting high and eating ice cream. You like getting high and eating ice cream.
I
and
like
who
that.
cares?
That gives me joy.
If that gives you more joy than being skinny, it's worth it.
Well, because I look around and I see some of the skinnies and I'm like, you're still ugly though. So it's like, I don't really.
I was telling my boyfriend about this.
Eat.
I was like, Joey, listen, you either have the body or the face. Very few people have both. Most have neither. I'm sorry, but there are so many Columbus gays who are riding on their body right now.
Oh.
The other thought I've had is, you know, especially at our age, we're looking at these guys. I'm like, oh, he's cute. Now, the thing is he cute or is he young?
Yeah,
he's
just
cute
young.
Or is he young? Because there's a lot of like 25-year-olds and I'm like, he's cute. And then I'm like looking closer. Like,
just because he has a young body, he's young face.
Give him 3 years and he will look horrid.
When that ball sack is weathered like the rest of ours.
When that hole can stretch out like a rubber band.
When you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, oh my God, what the fuck is happening to me? You're not cute. You're just young.
You're young.
So embrace it, really.
So there's a lot of young people that think they're cute. There's a lot of good bodies that are actually like bad faces. There's a lot of bad faces that have a good body and they're trying to go on that, but
it's really interesting.
It's not worth it.
Because I used to think the same way though. Like, I'm young. Like, it's fine.
No. We were novelty, but like to the 35-year-old plus the 40-year-olds especially. I would go into Access and just start dancing with a dad, like a 40-year-old dad, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah,"
and that's me now going like, "Hey guys,"
that's us. We're like, "Ooh, this young guy."
It is a weird transition. Like I will say, and I'm sure a lot of you that listen are probably in our age range, but like, it really is weird to have this little transition that we're in right now, where it's like, we're not young, we're not old, we're sort of just like in the transition mode of like, I'm kind of a daddy, and I'm ready to embrace it.
Yeah, I think you need to.
It's time.
You can be a fat daddy.
Yeah. I want to be skinny.
Well, you just had a realization.
I know.
Okay.
But I still want to be skinny. Okay.
You don't have to
So, Bible study of the week, because we're bringing this back for Aubrey. Yeah, who called last week. She said she really liked it, so I found one.
Now.
Just the top.
Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known man intimately. But all the girls who have not known man intimately, spare for yourselves.
This was God speaking to...
probably the Hebrews.
Well, yeah, it was like, this is right here somewhere, blah, 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 giving the Israelites during their conquest to the
Midianite people.
So basically saying, well...
Kill the men... Kill the women who've already are not virgins. Fuck the girls though, because they're virgins. That's what God said to the Israelites.
God,
go ahead and fuck the girls; they're virgins.
And kill
kill everyone else. Just go ahead and kill everyone. What if I started doing this and was like, God's telling me to do this?
This is where
we would lock me up because I'm a
Right.
crazy person.
But that's what I don't understand.
But the Christians read this and they're like, this is the word of the Lord.
Well,
Amen.
they'll read this and they'll go, not the New Testament.
It's not the New
But
Testament.
then they'll go to fucking Deuteronomy or something. They're like, gay
but
people.
the gay people in the Old Testament, it says, no, we're not
Listen,
allowed.
It's very serious to me if you call yourself a Christian, and that's okay. I need you to be reading the Bible.
Yeah, like directly. Like, read this and tell me.
It's one thing to say, I'm going to be saved, or, oh, I believe in God, so my life. No. Have you read the goddamn book?
Read the actual book because it's more horrifying than you realize.
You want to ban books, bitch? That's the one I'd be banning right away. Anyway, sundries.
I would like you to pull up
the
most recent text messages I sent you. There is one Columbus couple who are particularly bad at this, where they post each other and then repost each other. So that's one post. Okay, and then look at the next photo.
Oh, I hate.
Repost, but now at the bottom there's a caption.
Oh.
Me too, boo. Next ones. Okay. There's this one. Dinner with my forever boo. Next photo. Every moment with this amazing man gives me butterflies. Dinner with my man.
Sorry, and for some reason this right here is
I know.
Sorry.
It's not. It's I know.
Girl,
it's
we need to get that side. Ooh.
It's goblin-y type.
You're cute, but bitch,
cute,
this is
but not
dumb.
that. It's dumb. And this is every other day. It's a post of like, my man, dinner with my boo, my forever boo, my fiance, my husband.
So one will post, and then the other one will repost.
Screenshots it, reposts it, and then adds a caption about also how they're theirs.
Okay, so this is a very unhealthy, psychotic relationship.
We've looked it up. I've actually looked into this. There's a study. If you are posting about your person constantly, or even once a week, it's too much. There's a sign of trouble in the relationship. You need to look inside yourself.
Because you're justifying every little move. You're like, we love each other, and like your friends like, we saw you last weekend punching each other,
right? At the bar,
that's
which we
usually,
witnessed at AWOL.
So that's usually what happens. Yep, we did.
We witnessed the couple fighting at AWOL because one got shirtless, one didn't. Then they get a little drunk, then they have a fight.
Fucking hate me.
And then 3 days later, my best
my
friend.
Boo. And dinner with my boo. I don't like the whole screenshot repick. Like I think that is fucking creepy.
Do it. And then, but especially the caption on top of it.
Yeah,
it's
and then they're like, "Yeah, baby." Like they're talking to each other like it's a text message to each other.
That's what I say. It's a text
through
to each other through Instagram, but they're
just to
posting
show
it public.
everybody else that they're happy.
Yep.
That honestly, I will say this right now. That is so.
Cringe.
Oh my God.
The word is cringe. It's constant cringe for me. I'm like looking and I'm like,
I need to see if other couples do this right now. Like
no,
now I'm like ready to open my eyes.
Oh,
and
there's a lot of other ones.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I may or may not start screenshotting all of them.
Oh, please do it because I need to know.
We can
this
make a book.
right here.
This behavior.
You really should. I'm not even kidding you. The stuff you've brought up in sundries and the stuff you've brought up, it's all, there's a lot of social media / etiquette. I think you should need to come out with an etiquette book. I really do.
That's a good idea.
Like a little bathroom etiquette book, like how to Instagram.
Do this.
How to do
yeah, we
do not repost your. I think it actually be really good.
Do not call your man or your woman, and like all the
when
time.
You're possessive over your person, that means you're so insecure with yourself, and they give you all your validation.
Yes.
So really, what you need to do is look at yourself in the mirror and stop posting about your goddamn motherfucking stupid ass ugly fucking boyfriend that nobody even wants to talk to anyway.
Good Lord, I love this.
I'm not actually a fan.
I just feel like, yes, the possessiveness to me, it's like, how is a person yours? That doesn't make sense. You can be in a relationship with someone, but they're never yours.
When you have
don't
to
control
claim them, yeah, no.
You can't claim a person. That person might find someone else attractive and leave you for them.
Will.
That's their right.
They will.
Because they're a full human. They're not just your husband.
Because what's going to happen is then you're going to keep saying my, and they're going to go, oh, fuck. Somebody's going to wake up in the relationship. One of the two.
Someone wakes up and is like,
they're like, oh, this is like,
I don't want to be them.
I don't want to be that person. So then it's like a whole, oh my God.
Yeah.
And these are the same ones. And I'm going to go right into my sundry because I feel like it just kind of blends right in.
Sundry?
There's a new trend at pools, gay pools, but specifically, like, I just need to talk about this in general.
Oh no.
And I'm really sorry this offends anybody. Like, honestly, do your thing, but I hate thongs. I think wearing thongs and men wearing thongs is absolutely the most unattractive way to show your ass in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see you in a jock strap. That is totally
Jocks
different.
I
don't want
much
floss
preferred.
up your asshole.
Rubbing on your hole.
Rubbing
on your poopy hole.
There are people at the pools at the dunes wearing this shit. And I'm like, and laying on a raft. Like, I'm like, your hole is probably so.
Also, the thought of something rubbing against my hole, like back and forth.
Like
What are you trying to start a fire? Like,
what is a thong? Like,
why would you wear a thong?
Because you don't want panty lines, right? Is that what it is?
Oh, that's why girls. Yes, because they still have to cover their puss hole.
The thing is, I'd rather cover my asshole than my puss hole. I feel like your asshole needs to be covered more than your puss hole.
I don't know. Like, snail trail is a real thing. Snail trail is a real thing. So I feel like women do occasionally have random discharge days where like a little bit of mucus is like.
Ew, oh
and so they don't want that white, crusty, sticky, dried cum look on the inside of their jeans. So women like to cover the puss. Women like to cover the puss.
Well, they need to cover the hole and the puss. And men I just
are
don't.
gross in their own way because they don't know how to wipe.
Right,
Like,
literally, we're literally in the woods wiping our ass with wet wipes and getting fucked.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up that fucking picture. I love that you took a picture of a poopy wipe on the floor of the woods, and you're just like, we had so much fun jerking off in the woods. It was so cool. There was a poop wipe down there.
Oh fuck! It's just part of it.
It's sick.
CD. It's like it feels like we're in the '80s. Like it's just so everyone like. I guess, like, really, the PSA of the week.
So is it thongs or is it people? Like, what's the problem
I
here?
think we both. And honestly, I swear to Christ,
it's other
those
people.
people that are posting these pictures that are wearing the goddamn thongs.
No, that little twink one.
For sure.
He wears thongs.
Absolutely.
He's like, honey,
my thongs on. And the guy's like,
your fiance's in here waiting for you.
Oh my
honey,
God.
you want to come get this boy pussy, honey?
Oh, come get my pussy.
Oh, my pussy's so wet for you, daddy.
Pussy. Oh, it's so tight.
Pull that thong aside and fuck me.
No. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, like if I have
how
to
long
pull,
is that?
Yeah, no. Oh my, how's long
stuck
been in there? It's crusted.
Like
it's crusted to the wall of your inner cheeks.
I can't. Like, listen,
you sweat in it all day, and then it's just like.
If you want to turn me on, and this goes for some of you that listen, that
thongs are not going to do it.
Put on your jockstrap, babe.
Yeah.
Do not put on a thong.
If I'm going to get a stinky hole, I want it to be free from fabric.
If I'm going to get a stinky hole, I don't want it blocked and just like more festered. I need it to air out.
Actually, right. It does need to air out in a jock.
Air out.
It airs out. Okay.
Oof.
I like that.
Air that hole out. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, call us 614-721-5336. We are the best podcast in the world.
In the whole entire world.
And remember to always. Oh, here's your PSA. I want you to read it.
Okay. Remember to always put off today what you can stress about tomorrow. Procrastination is the key to success.
And that's what we want you guys to know. And that's what we're going to end with. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Make sure you call in for real because we do like the emails and the calls. Like, it really helps.
This. We're loving it. Maybe we can get a call from Aubrey about Snail Trail. Is it real?
Yeah, Aubrey. Call
Aubrey. Is
or
it
actually,
real?
any woman really.
Any
we
woman
need to
can
know
tell.
about
Is Snail Trail real?
Ooh, I'm gonna throw. I gotta.
Could be real.
I gotta go. Like that's gonna make me throw up. Like, gross.